da, da. God, what is going on, man? We have a heat wave, okay? It's not good. It's really not good. Just give me a sec over here. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Hello! Morning Monday! Oh yeah, that's true. It's 40 degrees here. Jesus Christ. Well, the good thing is like, well, we only, so I mean, it's like 32 or something like that. So it's a bit of a crazy one. But inside, I right now have a 26 degrees in my office. And you have to remember, Neil, okay? You have to remember the following. In Germany, we don't have air conditioning, okay? That does not exist. It's 8 p.m., by the way. Okay, you know what? You win. You win. But still, we don't have air conditioning. In basically any, like, building. Also, Newsy official. Thank you for the 3 months over here. Thank you. No, there was no thing because I didn't turn on streamer bot. I'm sorry. But I've mentioned it regardless. It's 26 degrees here too. Like in the office or like in your room or just in general. My AC is blasting at 68 Fahrenheit. Let's see. What kind of a nice coolness is this? 20 degrees C? That's almost a little bit too low for me, I would say. I bought last summer an industrial fan because I don't have air conditioning either. In general, I don't know my room. Yeah, that's fair. I have like a standing thing where you can put in like cold water in the bottom, and then it's like a fan as well. I've only brought it up from my stuff. My AC is on 23C. I'm in London and it's 33 here. Jesus. My gosh. It's just rough. It's just a rough one. And the issue is if, you know, then you get the entire time, you get the PC blasting and it's just, woo. Oh boy. Around 30C here and no AC. I don't look forward to tomorrow when I need to render. Oh no. Oh god. 30C and you have to render. You have to try and do that overnight. Even that doesn't really do anything, you know, let's be honest. I mean, at night it calms down to like, I don't know, 15 degrees if we are lucky. Everyone who is sweaty can come to my house. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but I don't know about that one. What the hell?
Many gifts for the people. This shall fund our next adventure.
It shall. What the hell? Newsy official 10 gifted subs over here, you a crazy person. What is going on over here? Hello. Thank you so much. The 10 gifted subs, Jesus, they get them. Anyone who I know. Well, Neat Delete now got a sub as well. So I guess now you have to share the AC, okay? No, but thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Listen, okay, I'm a little bit slow because my PC, sorry, my RAM is overheating, okay, in my brain. Also, the reason why I'm 4 or 5 minutes late is because it's so warm, okay? You have to work slower, if that makes sense. You know, that's what I'm meaning. Mod developing. Well, it depends on what mods you are developing, but yeah. My browser crashed because of YouTube ads. Well, that's not good. Okay. But it is fine. late. Listen, okay? Sometimes, what is it? A modder is never too early or too late.
Welcome to the King's Court.
They arrive precisely when they mean to. Pacific Bite, yo! With the 3 months prime. Thank you. Just returning all my favors you've done to me with teaching me mod development. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome to hear. Oh, it's actually... Hey-yo. It's actually Pacific Bit again. Listen, I still am of the opinion that that's really funny. That's like really funny. The guy is called Pacific Bite, and then on here he calls himself Pacific Bit. It's just smart. I developed 2 mods recently for 1 server. Damn, that's pretty good. Is the title correct?
For the king.
Jeez, what's happening? Okay, people are keeping going. 100 bits, thank you. Hype train. It is indeed a hype train. Level 4 over here on Twitch. I don't even listen. Okay. I have to get into it. Okay, you need to give me like 3 minutes. 3 minutes? I think it's just gonna get warmer from here on. But luckily, I have my playing cards and I can do this. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah. The title is actually correct, and it's not for the town hall. I will be having a talk together with Neil from Hytale Modding with the Hytale Devs. And you are free to ask questions, and I shall be
100 bits.
That took a little moment. Hype train. That took a moment to... Oh. What the fuck? Are you done? Why is that always the case, man? But yeah, basically we're gonna be asking the what are you talking about? Hello? TTS? Stop! I hope he's done now. What the hell, man? What is this? W Town Hall. The Town Hall was really nice. The Town Hall was really nice. But we'll see. We'll have another one on Thursday. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. We'll take a look at what we're gonna see there. I mean, literally tomorrow the thing. What is this? What is this? Need to lead. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs over here. What in the heck is going on, man? Just keeping the hype train going, okay? Yeah, so for the people who are on YouTube, yes, I am also streaming on Twitch, and yes, it is, by the way, linked in the description below as well, so you can hop onto either, both, or, I mean, neither would be the worst position, I would say, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be having a close interview. We'll probably talk about the answers next town hall as well. Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be an interesting one, and basically, there you go. So if you have any ideas, any sort of questions for the devs, specifically Slikey0 or dev/null, you know, feel free to send them in chat. I'm going to either, you know what, of course, Hero is going to go through them and write them down as we go along, right? Hero, of course you are. That's so nice of you to to do that and to volunteer for it. But yeah, the big 3. True. It is indeed the case. Yeah. Will they be updating the asset editor? I mean, even I can already answer that to you. If you hire me for it, sure. God damn. But our test, will they be updating the asset editor? The answer is yes. The question is like, when? That's the question. Not if, when. So that's the thing. My question, I always ask, why are mounts only controllable via client? Probably because what happened is that they came in and were like, we're gonna buy back the game, and then they bought back the game. Whoa, that's pretty cool. And then they were like, we're gonna launch this way sooner than anyone would expect. And then they launched it, taking 200 different branches of GitHub and just mushing them together. The fact that the game works at all by doing that is crazy to me. So that's probably why. What are some things you hope they add to the asset editor? I mean, I've got a couple of things on the wish list that I really want them to add. Specifically, just also quality of life stuff, to be honest with you. It's just sort of like, you know, being able to open the, like, you know, open an Explorer, right click, open an Explorer. It's like these small things, but because they're reworking the entire asset editor, it makes sense that they're like, we're probably not going to add it to the quote unquote old one, you know? I feel like it makes sense because it doesn't really, there's just really no, I don't know. It's just, I fully understand it. It's sometimes a little bit frustrating, obviously, for the modders, but like, you know, I do think it makes sense. But the merge conflicts would make me end it all. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? The fact that they got it working in the slightest is crazy. I love the haircut. It's like, it's passable. I will say this. It's like a little bit long, but I think I want to keep it a little bit longer. The issue is the sides are also way too long already. Those have to be cut a little bit. I usually have like, it's not really an undercut. It's not really, but like a little bit. And also it's a little bit flatter today because my God, it's warm. It's warm. So I do be sweating. I do be sweating. I still have problems with scrolling on Linux. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I hope maybe with Noesis that's going to be fixed or something. I don't know. Kaupenjoe ear reveal. Really? Are we really gone to the ear reveal? Okay, as long as it's not foot reveal, we're good, right? Like, otherwise, you know, I might end up on wiki feet. Oh boy. I don't think that's a good idea. I think they will add the ability to make custom UI. Well, you can already do custom UI right now. But once we have Noesis, which Slikey has confirmed is coming soon. Let me just double check over here, just in case. Let me double check right here. Yep, Noesis custom UI in update 6. It is indeed it is. It's Slikey did verify that, so that's pretty good. Leg reveal. No. You've seen, some people have seen the shorts already. We don't need to see the shorts again, okay? Specifically also because I'm pretty sure I spilled water on them, so it looks like I had an accident. But yeah. But yeah, basically, it's indeed coming soon. So that's pretty good. Open hype chest. Late save. Damn. Azure Doom. Yo. Here's hoping tomorrow's release goes well, so I don't have to fix issues on my end. Oh, is it? Path of Exile, new league is taking my dev time. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, as long as the template works, you're gonna be fine, right? Hopefully. Like that, I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hello. Do you think NeoForge should just be turned into an optional API for Fabric? It's really funny that you say that because many people say the exact opposite. That Fabric should just be an optional API for NeoForge. If you want my honest opinion on this, and I always give you my honest opinion on this, I think that at some point they might semi-merge. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I think because right now, most of the devs on Fabric are actually helping with NeoForge, and some of the NeoForge people are helping on Fabric. And even though it's going to be a rough one and it's going to be hard, I think they might actually at some point just sort of merge in some capacity. And that's the moment when the Minecraft modding community will heal fully. Or everyone will lose their goddamn minds and they're going to be like, I don't want this. And then they're like, well, frick you, I guess. So I don't know. Or maybe not, right? Maybe this will never happen because people are weird. The plugin template wasn't working for me before, but now after I reinstalled Windows 11, it works. Jeez, that's not good. Having to reinstall Windows just to get the template working is a rough one, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes that just happens. Yeah. There's also the... Wait, when is the overriding bug from when you overrode something and it forgets it coming back unless that's fixed an update? Oh, yeah, Riri. So you're talking about the thing that that specifically Legentis had the issues with, right? Like that he showed. Yeah, I don't think that's fixed in update 5. And I don't know how much focus is on that, sadly, because when they're also reworking the entire asset system, they're reworking basically every single system, right? Which is really the issue. So, yeah, it's rough. I thought we weren't supposed to talk about Fabric and NeoForge merging. Wasn't that in the NDA? Yeah. That for legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay, I just want to mention that. I have a serious problem with farming in Hytale. It's certainly addictive. Will he read this chat? Of course I'm reading the chat. What are you talking about? Of course I do. I read the chat all the time. What templates do you prefer? Do you recommend? I really recommend this one right here. I'm gonna send it from the good old Azure Doom over here. They have one of the best. I think this is the best. I think this is also what I'm going to use for the future tutorials, or not think. I actually will. I just don't 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure when exactly, because I was thinking about doing a doing an updated tutorial for setting up, so like asset stuff, and maybe setting up the plugins, but not really like doing, like, it's not going to be a full series. If at all, it's going to be like one-off tutorials, because I think those lend themselves better right now to Hytale, because I think series are going to be real hard to do, because like with so many changes, I just don't see that happening, right? So that's the thing. So if at all, it's going to be sort of one-off tutorials. So we might get multiple ones, right? So we might be something like, you know, how to add assets to Hytale in update 5, and then how to make a, you know, start a plugin in Hytale update 5. And then maybe on update 6, we're going to do another one if there's enough changes, right? Because like the usual strategy that I run with like series really does not apply right now for Hytale tutorials, which is totally fine, right? That's not an issue, but I definitely do think that it makes sense to think about that. How to find a girlfriend in Hytale update 5. Ooh, baby. I mean, that's a rough one. How to create custom worlds like going into a portal. Actually, it's actually a good thing. So like a custom instance, not a bad idea. Oh, yo, by the way, Pacific Byte. I got my eye on you, okay? Because I need to DM you about something. So just remember that, okay? It's nothing bad, by the way. It's nothing bad. It's all good. It's all good. I'll send it later. I'll make myself a reminder over here, because otherwise I will forget it again. It's been, the last days were just once again a little bit too much. Also because the weekend was a little bit heavy on the alcoholic beverage side, but psh, no one needs to know about that, okay? I was at a birthday party on Saturday evening, and then on Sunday we had a nice like dinner in the garden, because obviously it's like 30 degrees outside, so you sit yourself down in the garden. Like that's what we do. And that turned into coming home at like 12 p.m. So that was a lot later than I expected, actually. At Pacific Byte. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. Pacific Byte, fear his DMs. Nah, all my DMs are always positive, okay? Why are you ignoring me? So I'm not actually ignoring you. You have said hello, and then you've said, will you try? What is it? Yeah, will you try? But the issue is I don't know what I will try, because I haven't seen anything else that you've written. You've just said, will you try? And I'm like, I don't, you know. so I don't, yeah, Hytale is a very bright future. I'm hyped. At 100%. It's just a little bit of patience, because I do think that many people are, you know, but I think they understand. And I also think that the devs are like, they're all chill, right? We're like, me included, and I think the people who have sort of stayed within the core community right now, I think most of them are chill as well. To be fair, I don't think that it's bad. It's just a matter of it takes some time. What I do want to show, just for a second over here, what the heck? Okay, that's interesting. I was away last week. Okay. And what happened here is I was it wasn't really a cruise, by the way. It was set to be a cruise, but it wasn't really. So I had a short vacation with my family, and I have like 10 pictures that I want to show. So first we went to Lübeck, which is in the north of Germany, and it's like the city of 7 towers, because there were like 7 towers, you know, with like, I don't know, there was like the big sort of archbishopric or a bishop there and things like that. And then there was like another tower built, and then they had another church built, and all sorts of crazy things. It was really nice. That was a nice nice one. We had a complete tour through the city. Real cool. The this is like the second gate of Lübeck, and they had 4 gates, by the way, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, that was really cool. Then I had a pizza. Now you might say this doesn't look too good. Now, the one person who will say that's not correct is hopefully Pacific Bite. This is an actual Italian restaurant, and that's an actual Italian pizza. And by the way, this crust was so delicious, you don't even realize, okay? That was like amazing. That was genuinely freaking amazing. That was a really good pizza. Yes, the middle, it doesn't look that good in the middle, but my God, the rest was amazing. This is, once again, the second gate. Real freaking cool. And it's actually leaning, because the middle over here, like there's no foundation below it, so it's like leaning in like 3 different directions. It's kind of crazy. This was on the ship, which is, by the way, like amazing. This was at night when we were driving out of the harbor. And then this was the next morning, by the way, at like 5 a.m. because we had to be at breakfast by 5:30, which is way too soon. Like that's way too early, but this is a beautiful image. I actually posted one of those images on Twitter as well, which was really cool. This is the bridge connecting Malmö to Copenhagen. This is like 8 kilometers long. Like it's actually insane. And this was done in budget and in time constraints. Like they were done correctly, and everyone in the bus was like, well, that's never happening in Germany, which is actually kind of a sad state of affairs, but whatever the case may be. And this is actually, there's an artificial island that they built for it. And then it goes down into a tunnel on the Denmark side, because the airport is so close to it that the airplanes would actually it would be too high, which is also kind of crazy. This is the small mermaid from the Hans Christian Andersen tale, which they have. And then this is in Copenhagen as well. It looks a little bit Dutch over here, I would say, but it was pretty good, pretty nice. We were in a cafe there. Then this is back in Malmö again, but this is the Twisted Tower or something. I don't know, Twisted Tree Lanes. No, but like this is like a Twisted Tower, biggest building in Malmö. Pretty cool. It looks really nice. I don't know if I would want to live there, but it looks pretty cool. And then this is what peak performance looks like. I don't know what to tell you. And that's it. Those are that's the things. It's pretty cool. It was pretty nice. Like the I'm not gonna be honest. They were really nice things. It looks good, but the sauce is a little bit dry. Well, it was really nice. I've been there, Sweden, my country. So I gotta be honest, Malmö was really nice. I really liked it. Copenhagen was also really cool, really nice. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Like the generally speaking, a really nice family trip. And yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm going to make a computer language to help Minecraft modders, and then a .class. It's way easier. You will say easy. Java Voxel. But bro, how does really import work? How they import? I don't think I understand those questions. Or those answers. But yeah. Can you tell me how to learn Minecraft modding? I actually can, yes. You want to start with looking at my Hytale, no, not Hytale, Minecraft modding. You want to look at well, it is actually kind of Hytale because it's called, all right, let's start with exactly. It's called the Hytale and Minecraft Modding Java Introduction 2026. This is what you should take a look at first things first, because this is going to teach you Java, and that is the first step in learning Minecraft modding. It sounds a little bit crazy, but it is actually the case. Once you've gone through this, then you can go onto my channel and you can take a look at any or all of the different playlists. So 26.x for NeoForge, 26.x for Fabric over here, or even other ones would also work totally fine. Like the older ones, 121, 121. So yeah, that's sort of the gist of it. That's really it. Mr. Kaupenjoe, I'm wanting to make a character item dependency on metadata properties on an item or holding an asset definition. Where they have a do you think it's possible to have dynamic interactions like this? Okay, let me see. Wanting to make character and item animations dependent on the metadata properties. So if you take a look at the latest news, I haven't been able to fully verify what exactly this entails, by the way, but this was the latest news in the pre-release update part 9, which is that you can add per stack name and description overrides. This is probably not enough for what you need, but they are adding something for like per stack things. Like I said, I haven't looked into this too much on how this works because I just hadn't have enough time. So but I wanted to sort of specify this. This is pretty interesting. Now there should be something about being able to overwrite things with that, but I'm not quite sure. That's nice. Did you went for 1 week? No, 3 days. We started Friday morning. We started Friday morning. The bus went at 5:15, and I slept through 3 alarms and woke up at 4:58. That was not a good start to the day. Let me tell you that, okay? Let me tell you that was not a good start to the day. And then I went in and I just rushed through. We got the bus. All was well. Great stuff. Yeah, it was not good. And so then I don't know, we were at the ship in like the evening at like 9 p.m. or something. We went outside a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Slept. I slept horrible. I slept maybe 2 or 3 hours, if tops. Didn't sleep at all. Or not well, at least. Then had a full day Saturday from there to there to there. We're on the ship like 10 p.m. Way too late because we had to wait. Like, I'm gonna be real. Harbors are... That's crazy. The ticket line opened at like 7 p.m. and we had to wait there in the bus for like 2 hours. Oh, I know. It's complaining at a high level, but still. That's crazy to me. But yeah. How to make Jenny mod in Hytale. Need delete. Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Aren't you aware that that already exists? I'm actually like... I'm speechless. Because that already exists. Okay? That's like so old. You don't even understand, okay? That is so old that I can show you, okay? I can show you what happens here. No way, link to me right now. I will show you a short of it, okay? Because Thingies already did this. Okay, can you please? Thank you. Here we go. Here, Thingies already did this.
Jenny to Hytale. To mod a game, you have to understand it. So at first I was just checking it out, but I couldn't figure out how to change my skin color from the default. So the first thing I did was import my Minecraft skin. And then I spent an hour trying to figure out this asset editor before giving up and calling Kaupenjoe, who fixed it for me in like 2 minutes.
This is actually true, by the way. Thingies wrote me and was like, yo, this doesn't work. I'm like, say less, King, say less. And I helped them add it, and that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my days. Maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Someone made Mario Party. It's legally distinct Mario Party, okay? Legally distinct. Legally distinct. It would never be the case. VTuber model incoming. I feel like it's too... It seems too obvious for me, doesn't it? Also, male VTubers just aren't. They aren't really. They have it hard, you know. It's not that easy, sadly. It's not that easy. Also, the VTuber wave is kind of done for. You know what I mean? What are you drinking? So this is Summersby 0 alcohol, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 alcohol. Boom. It's a yuzu lemon cider. This is delicious, okay? This is nice on a warm summer's day, that it is correct currently. It's 26.2 degrees over here. Jesus, man. That's so crazy. Kaupenjoe Cola. Should I release my own cola drink? I don't know, man. That would be a little bit crazy. That would be a little bit crazy. But yeah. Okay, in my case, basically making something akin to Windcraft spellcasting, where you can cast 1 of 4 spells based on the left-click or left-right-click combinations. Interesting. I want the player to start doing an interaction based on these button presses. But these spells are data dependent. I know that I have forwarded a couple of things to the team in terms of like per item stack sort of customizability. So it might be possible at some point, but I'm not sure. Well, that's interesting. Is there a tool that exists for modding Hytale more easily, like mcreator for MC? Yes, and that is called the Asset Editor. It comes with Hytale, and it allows you to do quite a few things way easier than having to code anything. So, for example, there is you can add custom items, custom blocks. All of those things are super easy to add. Custom tools, custom ores, all of those things are like incredibly easy to add. Can I ask a question? You can even ask 2 questions if you so choose to. And you can even ask questions that can be forwarded later to the Hytale Devs, as I will talk to them tomorrow. That is why that is literally why the title is "Got Questions for Hytale Devs? Ask Here." You know, Hytale really is ahead of the curve in terms of modding. It's really interesting because I mean, I've talked to the devs before, obviously, a couple of times, and their vision is like so much more, guys. Like it's not even. It's just that they want to have this started, and it's insane. Okay, I really think that this is gonna be crazy. I have a question for the devs. Go for it, Edelon. You can also feel free to if you still have questions, by the way, that you don't like that come to your mind before like later today or whatever tomorrow, just send them over. I might be able to fit them in. My Redmi phone randomly got corrupted and I had to factory reset it. Oof. That's a bit of an oof one right there. I wonder if there are any tech mods that exist for Hytale. Are there any tech mods that exist for Hytale? Edelan, should I show him? Should I show them? Where is this guy? Okay, let's see. A new journey. Hytale Eternals. Is this it? Okay, let's see. No, let me show you like some of this. Where is this? Don't you have like stuff to show? Physics system. There it is. It's called Orbitech. Okay, it's called Orbitech. I just need to find a video for it. There it is. Is this not good? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Are there tech mods for Hytale? What? What are you talking about? Look at this craziness, bro. Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. It's insane. I don't know what else to tell you. Are there any tech mods, Ben? And this is one of them, okay? This is one of them. Over here, okay? Hytale Eternals is my Let's Play series. Fair. Stonefall Studios over here in chat. Holy schmoly. Listen, we're getting all of the big names. Could you discuss with Hytale team the possibility of modifying the texture size and any other attribute of NP? Oh, no, that's not. Message retracted. Message retracted. Energy. That's also true. Not being rude, but is this your job? Why would it be rude to ask me if this is my job? The only way that is rude if you then say you're doing a really bad job at this. Then it would be rude. If you're just asking, hey, is this your job? Then that's fine, right? But if you then say, well, I really don't like you and you are a kind of stinky Kaupenjoe, then it would be rude. But also yesn't. But it's a bit more complicated than that. But yes, all big names, you say. Well, there we go. There's big. That's what I'm going to see. I was going to send it to you privately instead. That's fine. That also works. That also works. I have learned Java and I know Java, but when I try to create Minecraft mod, I get stuck. I've watched your Fabric tutorials and many others, but I still couldn't understand how to make mods. Well, the issue comes down to how do you get stuck, right? That's the question. And yeah, that's the question, I guess, right? How do you get stuck? What is the actual like metal to the pedal sort of a thing that doesn't work? Or shovels, sickles, and similar tools planned to receive an improvement? I would tend to say yes. Nice. There they are. Oh, interesting. Good question. You know, NPC question could have come from Pacific Byte. That's the NPC master, okay? I don't know. All right, there we go. All right. Hello. I think better question is anything not planned for improvement. I believe so. Yes. I believe so. Yes. It's that is very true. That's it's just there are too many things, okay? There are too many things. We're currently updating our pipeline, sort of like how I'm interfacing with the wishlist and all of those things, whatever, basically like in the background stuff, and you know, you heard of backlogs? What is this is a back forest, okay? This is a back forest. This is not one log, okay? This is a back forest they have. There's just so many things, right? It's like actually insane. Like I don't even know how you prioritize things, you know? Like it's just like it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. Are there any minecart mods? So that let's say you tried chickens to tail to the tracks and then run them over. Not quite. I need the devs to add server control modes. I'm pretty sure they want to do something like that. But yeah, an AI recommended me to you when I asked how to learn Minecraft modding. Yes! Listen, I have this like really old short where I ask Copilot about modding stuff. And then it actually recommended my video as well. So yeah, that was really funny. It does make sense. Is Hytale stable enough for modding yet? No. So yes, and so what I would say is that it's stable. You can mod. You can play around with many systems, but because systems are still really many things are still going to change. So the updates are still going to change a lot of things. So it might make sense to, you know, play around with it a little bit, but yeah. I do think that it's there's something to be made where you could it seems relatively stable, and on a whim Hytale may update physics. I mean, you're not wrong. I guess it depends on exactly what you want to add and mod, right? I think that's also a question. But generally speaking, they do wanna. There are still like a lot of changes being made. Whoa, that's pretty cool. The video screen feature in Hytale is gonna be so much fun when it releases. Yeah, I've heard that there's a few different sort of there's some. Not issues with it, but it's a challenge to implement, let's just say. As if it wouldn't be, right? I mean, let's just be honest over here. But I do agree. The physics slipped. I forgot you can't have new line in comments. Oh, 2000 errors updated. Well, okay. My question as a modern noob. If I didn't see that this is set by specific byte, I wouldn't. Okay, how do you handle breaking change mod versions? Should you just have a lot of backwards compatibility ugly code? Okay, wait a second. How do you handle breaking change mod versions? So basically, Hytale changes stuff, and now you need to... Yeah, modern noob, 1-2 mod gems, by the way. Exactly. Are you British? No. It's worse. I'm German. Hahaha, jawohl. Prost. If you're a noob, then I'm a baby. If Pacific Byte is a noob, then we're all doomed, okay? Like, I'm sorry. It just then it's over. It genuinely is over at that point. That's not good. But yeah, let's say I change the codec, old world would break. So this is specifically for, so when you say backwards compatibility, you mean like that the same mod works for version 0.4 and 0.5, but you develop it for 0.5, but then you want to make it work for 0.4 as well. I wouldn't go backwards. I wouldn't go backwards, IMO. Yes, I wouldn't do it. I would just say it's now for 0.5. Like, it's just not... Is my personal opinion on the matter, I think. Bro is German engineered. I don't know about that one. Join the stream, hear German. Are you German by chance, or did I join at the wrong time? No, I am German. I am German. Prost. Oh, once again. That's crazy. Listen, they're everywhere, okay? These Germans, I'm allowed to say that because I'm also German. These Germans are everywhere. I get stuck with concepts like networking, mixing, and rendering. I often get stuck at the very first line of code. Can you suggest me how I should master in Minecraft modding? That's an interesting one. He says he's German drinks. Listen, okay? It is what it is. And the same game version, but breaking changes? Wait, the same game version, but breaking changes? I'm not quite sure. Why is there no mod pack selection on CurseForge, and when are we getting it? Honestly, that's a really good question. Now, I don't think that it has to do with CurseForge. I think it has to do with the fact that it's not yet it's not a thing that's implemented yet. But that's a really good question that I will add to my questions for the devs that I will ask. Because I think that that's a really nice one. That's a really good sort of thing to ask. When are we getting mod packs? I like that. Because there has to be some sort of mod pack system at some point, I feel like. Even if it's something simple, right? Although it would probably be better if it's like something good, something nice. Codecs have versioning. Oh, you're right. Codecs do have versioning. I remember that. I remember that. They do. That's correct. Codecs are crazy, man. I mean, luckily, I've sort of internalized what's happening, but Jesus, I mean, they can be a rough one. They can be a rough one, bro. 26.2 degrees is just too much, man. I just can't. Didn't I want to show something else today? I don't know, actually. I wanted to plan so much, and then the weekend just went by like that. Took me some time to figure them out. Yeah, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. I'm a game dev, and working in 2 different coding languages is madness, but I still do it. You know, it is what it is. I mean, speaking of modding, I've been goofing around with the create mod API, and it's so confusing. I still don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, the issue is that like you add like 2 different APIs, right? So not only do you have the API for, you know, NeoForge, but you also then have create. It's rough. How many hours you sleep? Actually too many. I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually too many. Like I sleep too long. I have an issue. I don't know what it is exactly, but I have a sleeping issue right now with getting up. And I'm not quite sure why. What's happening? I have a it's I don't know if it's a sleeping disorder or anything or something like that, but I might need to go like actually go to a freaking doctor or something like that, because it's at some point it's a little bit disruptive, you know? Specifically being like unable to get up properly. And don't even start with me being like, oh, that's the Kaupenjoe, that's a discipline issue. Sure. Sure. That's why everything else works. Take care of your health, man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No question. Just compliments and excitement for any and all upcoming content to Hytale. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we're, listen, they're cooking, okay? They're cooking. I can't give that much detail, but they're cooking, guys. They're cooking, okay? I'm telling you. You're gonna be like, what? That's what you're gonna say. But yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a crazy one. Will Hytale Devs do something in the near future about CPU and memory usage? Because you now need nearly enterprise level hardware to run a server with decent amount of players. I think that was an issue from the beginning though, no? Like at like any sort of scalability in terms of player numbers was always slightly worse than they would probably want, right? But I do think that that's fair. Microservice has always been terrible. I mean, I guess it depends, right? I guess it depends. It's like I think you can sometimes they chug along a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. One thread. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Running on 5 gigahertz Plex. Yeah, well. Give me something else. Sleeping realization. Now, can I get like a... Yeah, that's a good one. That's nice. That's good. That's an okay song. A little bit louder. There we go. How many players is a decent amount? That's a good question. I was running a Headset server, 40 amount of players using 50% single core. That's pretty good, actually. Like, that's like really nice. Nowadays, pretty good. Okay. Hello. Oh, man. I've just been sweating the entire time. And not because I'm nervous or anything, but it's just because it's too much. Wait! MK Outlaw? I know that name. MK Outlaw. You just followed on Twitch? Where is your question for the Hytale Devs? And if you don't have one, then tag people in the freaking workshop, okay? And ask them. Surely there's some people there, right? I'm not gonna go in there and be like, at everyone, do you have any questions? Don't do that either, by the way. I don't know if they've have the permission set up properly. I should probably do that. I should have probably done that. That's a bit of an oversight from my end. Why am I not thinking about this? That's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. You know, sometimes we have lots of questions, yes. Listen, then, you know, get them to me, like, fast, you know? 6-7 roles on the server. That's not okay. It's not okay. But yeah. I think we're slowly streaming in here because of that. Oh! That's fair. That's fair. In before... Where is it? Where is it? In before someone's like... Oh, actually, Levi actually sent the Twitch... Okay, that's fair. That's okay. There it is. Okay, that makes sense. Oh man, that's crazy. That's very fair though. Oh man. But yeah, that's it's been a crazy one right there. Is it hard to tell? What's the memory usage? I see. What is anyone's like time? What is Okay, let me rephrase that. Let's just start again. Hello, guys. No, what is everyone's temperature at? Okay, we're at 26.3 now. You see the glistening on my forehead. Don't you dare say big forehead, okay? I'm a come after your ass, okay? No. 29. Outside or inside? Inside. I have it inside. I have a... Here, look at this guy. Look at this. 26.2 now. Wow. It dropped 0.1. Let's go. With 51% humidity. Oh boy. It's a lot. It's a lot. And we're neighbors. Hi from the Netherlands. Hello. 40C. One could say a high for it. 35C sitting in my room under the roof. Oh. Dachgeschosswohnung. I'm drinking for you. 27 inside and 20 outside? What the hell? What in the heck? That's not that bad. That's like pretty good, actually. 72 freedom units. I feel like 72 freedom units is actually pretty okay. 22 degrees C. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's okay. I could live with that. He knows the pain. Oh. I didn't have a Dachgeschosswohnung or like a Dachgeschoss, but I maybe a little bit. And also I had a friend who had a Dachgeschosswohnung. That you should literally get like 10% or 15% off your oh Jesus. You should get like 10 or 15% off your rent for that. I'm gonna be real. Because at that point I'm just like, it's crazy. Is your real name Kaupenjoe? No. And my real name is also not Kaupenjoe. My real first name is Nico with a C. But you can basically, usually chat calls me Kaupenjoe, Joe. Either of those are fine. I'm good with those. I'm like okay with those. It's actually almost weird when they don't use either Joe, Kaupen, or Kaupenjoe. Well, that's a good question, isn't it? AC says 16 degrees. Bro, at 16 or 18 degrees, I would already be, I would be freaking, I would be freezing. I would be freezing cold. Hey, Joseph, how is it going? Joseph Kaum. What do you think of Hytale needs the most right now? From a modding and server API perspective, actually compete long-term with Minecraft plugin and mod ecosystem. I think the issue is that there needs to be like 38 different changes, some of them small, some of them big, and I think that the prioritization here is really rough because they obviously also need to not only do modding things, they also need to put content and things in the game and actually make the game better. And I think that's a rough one. Now, excuse me. In terms of what they 100% need, if I could say sort of like wave my magic wand and have 3 wishes that are immediately properly and well implemented, okay? So there's a lot of asterisks attached to this sort of statement over here, okay? So let's just say that. I would probably say I want the new asset system. Boom. That has to be in there, right? So new asset system so that you have that sort of the bugs are ironed out of the old one. That's number 1. Then number 2, I would say updated tooling. Now, here is my sneaky sort of thing. And with updated tooling, I mean all of the different separate tools that they right now have as separate outside the game. Tools like the asset editor in theory is also an outside tool. The node editor, all of that at some point should be integrated into the game in some capacity. Exactly how that's going to look like or work, I'm not quite sure, but that's sort of the vision, as I understand it at least, which would be really cool. But that all done in Noesis, maybe even sort of add, maybe you could even add to those different plugins as well. Maybe. That's number 2. And I guess number 3, just because everyone under the sun wants that, custom keybinds. So those would probably be the 3 things that if I had a magic wand, and those would immediately be implemented in a way that is really good and serves the community for a long time, then those would probably be it. I think that's a good list. I think that's a very fair list to add and have. You mentioned new asset system. What is it? What are they changing about the assets? That one I have no I don't have any insight into that. I just know that they're reworking it to just work nicer and better, and I'm hoping that it's going to be somewhat backwards compatible, although maybe there's going to be some difference. I mean, there's probably going to be some difference, let's be honest, but yeah. Can you give a rough percentage on like Hytale's backend completion? I have no idea. Even if I knew, I mean, I don't. Do you not have air conditioning over there? I live in Germany. Of course not. And number 2, also in Germany, energy prices are way too high, so absolutely not. You didn't get laughed at. I'm laughing at myself. Because I have 26.4 degrees and I don't have AC, and I live in Germany. We turned off all the nuclear power plants. We don't have any energy anymore. Okay, we have to start importing that from other countries. Okay, thank you, by the way, the people from the Netherlands who are giving us their energy. Is that good or bad, in your opinion? Well, I think right now it's really bad. It was a really bad choice. Now that was like 26 years ago. I was like 5 years old, so it's not like I would have had a say anyway. But I don't know. I think it's like one of the worst decisions that was ever made ever. And given the fact that it was made by, we're gonna get like slightly political here, okay? I'm just saying this. But this is the truth. Given the fact that the decision to turn off all nuclear power plants was made by a Putin puppet who was put on into the German government, who was the German chancellor, and the Greens were just literally used as like pawns to get rid of all of the nuclear power, so that Russia could sell all of their cheap gas over here. Fucking insane. No one's talking about it ever. It's just like a thing that everyone just accepts. It's like, wow, that's crazy. You have a ceiling fan. No, I have this other thing. I have this like standing thing that I should have really brought up from my freaking basement, where you fill it with like cold water in the bottom and then it just blows air towards you. But yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, that's it. Will you be talking to the devs today? No, tomorrow. It's also not going to be on stream. So most likely, I think most of the things are going to be... I'm going to collect the questions and things like that, and then we're going to go in and probably put the answers... We're going to have sort of a hybrid, probably. Hytale Modding is probably going to publish a couple of things. We're gonna talk about it in the upcoming town hall on Hytale Modding as well, and I might also be talking about it next week as well. Will you ever bring devs on stream? I'm totally open to it, but I will also say it's slightly awkward because time zones, number one, that's a real issue, because you get into the you know, I mean, right now for me it's 5 p.m. But that's not for everyone, right? I mean, we have a couple of people from the Americas here, and they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about, 5 p.m.? It's not 5 p.m. for me," and that's exactly the point, right? So that's what I mean. It's 10 a.m. here. Yeah, but the issue is actually rather because they're all sorts of also US based. It's like 10 p.m. 10 a.m. they're working, right? Would you ever get into vintage story modding as well? Actually, very much. I think that it's a fair thing. Okay, what is this one? That's crazy. Today is Memorial Day. Oh! Is it? Oh yeah, that's like a really big one in America. You're right. We also have a holiday, but it's not a Memorial Day. It is, in English, it is called Whit Monday. Also called Pentecost Monday, apparently. Or also known as the Monday of the Holy Spirit. Damn, I didn't know that that was a thing. I didn't know that it was that crazy. In German, it's just called Pfingsten, so I don't even know. Not the biggest, but most places are off work. Okay, yeah. That's fair. I wonder as the team will grow, how will they handle multi-team people collaborations with such time zones? I'm not sure, like... I don't know how much of their workflow is public, but it's definitely a modern working environment in all the good ways. That's why I'm not talking too much. I'm at home, so I'm actually working on my mod. So what Big is wanting to tell us here is that what happens is that not only do... So usually when you're in chat, you're working, so you're at work. And then you're actually chatting more because, well, it's just work. I can just chat a little bit over here on the stream. Versus when you're at home and not working, you're like, now I'm working on my mod. I can't chat that much. I just have Kaupenjoe in the background. Oh man, that's crazy. That's I could laugh, but I'm doing the same thing. It's fine. That's totally fine, man. They already handle time zones, I guess. Likey is German and Simon is from Canada. Yeah, and they have like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure like the team is literally worldwide. Like at the very least, they have at the very least entirety of Europe, like, or all the European time zones, and I'm pretty sure they have all the American time zones covered at the very least. And I'm fairly certain they have some Asian time zones as well. So yeah, I don't think that it's I think that that's fine. Does that maybe mean like some people have to like wake up at 2 a.m. to attend a meeting? It might. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. But yeah. When you were covering hex code, I was popping into the stream between work meetings. I heard you had a pretty cool jacket made for you. Yes, actually. You're right. Where is it? Bruh. Can I put in a bruh? Bruh. That's an interesting idea. YouTube axe frequency is crazy. Oh, let me double check over here. I think I might have put it on aggressive last time, and I think it kept it on aggressive. Let me double check. No, it's medium. It's like actually balanced, which is crazy, right? I've hit add 3 times so far. Jeez, man. The legendary Joe gear. Yeah, someone made a gear with one of my suits. I saw that. That's some crazy stuff right there. That was some crazy stuff right there. I need to concentrate. Yeah, well. When I was at Hypixel Inc., we had people all over the globe, but meetings common times, 11 a.m., 5 p.m. CT. Yeah. People further away from the West Coast or Australia were kind of cooked. Usually it was optional for those people. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think sometimes it's like fine. Like for me, for example, when it comes to meetings, because obviously I also have to schedule them later in the day for the Americans, right? So if I have a meeting with an American, then I have to put it at like 6 p.m. or whatever my time. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really mind personally. Because Because it's just, I work from morning to night anyway, so, you know, it doesn't matter that much. For me, at least. But yeah. Which algorithm somehow managed to push ads the moment that you answer something, so you miss the entire answer. It's kind of impressive. God damn it. Every single time. This stuff is just... Usually I get like a warning about ads. I don't know why that is not the case. I see a spider on my ceiling. I see a spider on my ceiling. Hello, hello. Wait, I got gifted. Yes. There were showers of gifts over here. I don't even know what's happening. But there were. Oh, he's here. He's watching us. Guys, I'm always watching, okay? I'm just, you know. Let me see. Delete all your inappropriate messages. Yeah. Okay, what is this? Give me some other stuff. Traveling band. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Speaking of spiders and ceilings, will Hytale spiders be able to climb ceilings and walls? I mean, they really should add something like that, right? And if not, Pacific Bite. Hello? This our NPC expert, okay? Make them climb the walls, okay? Surely you can do some stuff, right? Like, are you reading our discords on stream? I would never do such a thing, okay? I would never have, like, on the left side of my screen, the verified general chat open and just sort of skimming through. I would never do such a thing. Who would ever do that? A cute spider keeps the mosquitoes out. Let me see. Let me make an image of it. Okay, wait. There it is. Look at this. Wait. Look at this. There it is. Crazy stuff, isn't it? It do be a spider, though. Kill it with fire. I mean, we're gonna be fine. Multitasking for real. It's a real issue, okay? It's not good. God damn it. Oh god, am I about to get 1,000 bugs list sent to me? That's not good. That's like really bad. That's like really bad. But it is what it is. I also got some mosquito bites. So, I don't know if it... Oh yeah, oh, you can definitely see those. Damn. Yeah. This happens when you go outside, guys. Don't go outside. That's what I can tell you. But I think that those are the only two. So luckily it's not that bad. Also, you know the trick, right? You just do an X, spit on it, on it, and then you're gonna be fine. By the way, also, do you know that what you should do... Okay, this is a big one. Okay, this is actually a really good thing. What the female mosquitoes are only looking for potassium in your blood, right? That's because that's what they make their eggs out of. So what you have to do is you have to tell someone, yo, go ahead and eat like two or three bananas. The spider's moving. Eat 2 or 3 bananas, and then they're gonna go away. Now, that is obviously a lie, because bananas contain potassium, so they're gonna be drawn to the person who ate the bananas, and you're gonna be left alone. Do that, okay? Because that's the big brain play right here, okay? I'm telling you. We want to collab with the spider now. Well, I mean, it's listen, it's like if it yeah, oh, it's moving in the right direction. Oh god, it's probably gonna descend in a second. Directly in front of my face, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. The spider's more interesting than nothing. Fair. That's okay. I am getting slightly... Listen, okay, I just joined and the first thing is the spider is moving. Yeah, I got a spider on my ceiling. And it's almost above me now. I'm starting to sweat over here. If it were to descend right now, you would be able to see it on stream. I'm not even kidding. It's in the right position for the Spider-Man kiss scene. Okay, that's a little bit crazy, okay? I want a horror mod / map, so... It's like exactly above the camera now. So I just tilt up the camera so that you can see it. Look at this. You see it? Okay, wait. Okay, there we go. You saw it? This way? Or this way? Oh, this way. There you go. Fixed it! Okay, whew. Ceiling reveal. It's a ceiling reveal. W green screen. It's pretty good, right? Oh, it's a big boy. I don't know if it's that big. Also, luckily, it's Germany. I'm not in like, oh, my Kaupenjoe. You got any insights on changes? I do. No, that's not right. Wait, is it? Oh god, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things. Where is it? Where is my stuff? I know that you don't see anything, okay? I'm just here. If you were in Australia, then the spider would be... I don't see it anymore. Is it actually on the side of my lamp now? Brother, what are you doing, man? This is crazy. The tiniest spider. Listen, okay? It's not... It is what it is, okay? I just have to, like, you know... There's spoilers in the reflection of his glasses. Yeah, there we go. This is it. Exactly. Da 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 da. No. Username reveal. Wait, did you see your username? Maybe. Maybe. I once wondered about the reflection of the glasses, but I really think that it's not like, I just, you know, this is a light, so those are my lights right there. But I'm pretty sure even if I go like really close, I'm pretty sure you can't read anything on the screen. Yeah, I don't think that works. My username is Ceiling. Oh!
Allies have arrived.
Hey!
Rejoice!
Cloudy WD with the raid right here. Well, many salutations, my good sir. Cloudy WD, also known as WD is cute, but he has changed his name. How are you doing? What is going on? Your glasses are very well anti-reflective. Yeah, I paid extra for that. It makes sense. It makes sense. No longer cute, I'm afraid. No! Why have you gone cloudy? Why have you gone cloudy? Okay, what is happening? I'm sitting here sweating, okay, because it's way too warm. How warm is it where you are at? Okay, and also, do you have AC where you're at? WD. That's what I want to know, okay? Because it's 26.3 degrees right now inside of my office. I've lost focus. I don't even know what I'm doing. I do have AC and it's 32 outside. Well, congratulations. I have a question, but it's about Minecraft. Can I ask? Go ahead, ask. I will gladly answer. 29 to see outside. You should buy AC. I don't know if I'm allowed to modify the... I rent an apartment. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to modify this apartment. At least not like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know though. Maybe. I would have to double check. Damn, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. So, for like a proper AC, I mean, you know, you could get one that doesn't require wall installation. Yeah, but then you have to put like the thing outside of the window and things like that, and it's just, I don't know. Get an industrial fan. Or maybe I'm just gonna I'm gonna call up the landlady and just be like, you gotta install AC. I'll chip something in. Listen, it sounds a little bit crazy, but if they were like, listen, I'm gonna go in and they are gonna install AC in the entire building, okay? And it's gonna cost like a lot of money. I would probably chip in some of it, just because I would rather have AC than that money, depending on how much it is. Just have a lot of ice cubes and put them in your desk. I thought put them in your pants, but okay, that would also work, I guess. I'm on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That's crazy. I was making Origin and it doesn't generate. If he got an industrial fan, okay, listen. Then we would hear his fan and not Kaupenjoe. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I have. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I have, and then you're gonna see. Okay, just give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna show you. All y'all are. Oh no! How will you survive? This is what I have. This thing. Okay? Now, below... definitely need to clean this, but that's okay. This is like a container where you put water in, okay? When you put the water in here, and you make it cold, and you slide it in at the bottom. Some issues assembling it, that's fine. And then you slide that into the bottom, and then it breathes cold air. Well, the issue is the air is filled with water, meaning your humidity starts rising. And I'm already at 51% humidity, so yeah, that's not good. I got him to do a humidifier reveal. That's not a humidifier. That's like not a humidifier. It's not really, okay? It's an evaporative cooling device, which just by the sheer terms of physics, humidifies. I'm running a dehumidifier 24/7 where I'm at. Well, you know. I mean, 51% is still okay for humidity. But it shouldn't go above 60, I think. That's what it starts to get a little bit rough, right? I'm pretty sure. Evaporative cooling device that happens to humidify, but is not a humidifier. There are a few devs out there making technical mods, but Hytale is also working on a base for that. How to prevent those devs not being able to use that when it's done? As in, like, wait. There are a few devs out there making technical mods, but Hytale is also working on a base for that. How to prevent those devs not being able to use that when it's done? So, either my brain's really slow today, which is very much true, or I'm not quite understanding the last part of it. How to prevent those devs not being able to use that when it's done? As in like make it compatible with each other? I'm not quite sure. Hello. Run a humidifier and a dehumidifier. Well, wait a second. The humidifier, the thing that you're going to call a humidifier, that's going to cool me down because it's cool air that's coming towards me. If I then also have a dehumidifier, that just takes out the moisture in the air. I don't care about the moisture. I just care about the coolness of the thing, right? So Let's say Orbitech connecting with future Hytale base from technical stuff. I think he's talking about compatibility between both. I think it's I mean that's a good question. I think it depends on exactly what kind of technical things they want to add, right? That's the big question, right? I mean, if they want to add something like redstone, let's just say that for the sake of argument, I think that's not too bad. But I don't know. I think we just need to wait to adapt. Need to adapt my mod for Hytale's implementing. I mean, maybe. It would be kind of crazy. Can remove the heat, which is not the same. Wait until Kaupen finds out about increasing entropy. Listen, every day entropy increases in my apartment because literally there's chaos everywhere, okay? Wait, that's entropy decreasing. No, wait, that's entropy increasing. Yeah, it's chaos. Entropy is the amount of possible microstates, nerd. I have a Minecraft question. How do I add mods or plugins to Modrinth? I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel called How to Upload Mods to Modrinth. Highly recommended at that state. That's a good idea. Hey, I have a question. Can I ask it? Well, you already asked the question, so only one question allowed. So the answer would have been yes, but because you already used up the question by asking if you could ask a question, you can no longer ask a question. So that was a joke, by the way. Of course, you can ask a question. Also, pro tip in the future, usually, it's best to just ask a question and not ask if I can ask a question. Okay. Genuine pet peeve of mine. I swear to God. Okay. This is like actually, this is advice, life advice for Kaupenjoe, okay? If you cold DM someone and you want something from them, right? If it's a creator or a person or an artist or someone you just admire and you just want to ask a question. If you assume that they have a little time, right? Maybe because they're super busy, they're doing lots of things. If that is the case, what I want you to do is, in your opening message to them, explain every single thing that you want from them. I'm reaching out because I am person A. I am asking here for questions A, B, C. Can you do any one of those? Would be lovely if you could respond to me. If you don't have time, I totally understand. That is a business inquiry I really appreciate. If I get a DM that says, "Hi Kaupenjoe, how are you doing?" Ignored. Now, okay, let's say it's Mr. Beast. Yeah, okay. I probably wouldn't ignore that. But like, if it's a random name that I've never heard of, I'm probably not going to respond to, "Hey, how are you doing?" Now, you might think that that is sort of a common courtesy. You can add "how are you doing" in the initial message, but don't just say hi. It actually grinds my gears. Maybe it is like a German thing. I don't think it is. But like, it's fine if you're like, "Oh, I want a little bit of small talk." No, you're wasting my time at that point. I hate that. I hate that thing. Like, it's crazy. Like, to me, if I just say hi, no, that's just not it. No. It's not just a German thing. Okay. Hey, can I commission for you? Or hey, respect the other person's time. Yep, many people, like, don't quite understand that thing. So I really do, like, it's just, it's better, right? It's better. It's also better to then just come right out with your ask. Don't be like, "Hey, do you have a second? I have a question for you." You put way too much weight on my head now, right? Because it's like, so now I have to decide whether or not I want to hear your question without knowing what the contents are. I don't even know what you're going to ask me. Just ask. Just ask. It's better. It's a better question. I need help because I want my made mod of stack size in... Wait. I want to make a mod of stack size in Hytale. I want stack size to be 500 of all items, but not tools and weapons. I mean, number one, I do think that there are actually already mods out there that change the stack size to something for everything. But to do that, you would probably you probably would need to go through all of the different assets and make the stack size to 500. But yeah. I need a different song here. Give me something good. Yeah, that's good. That's a good song. Tom, there's probably a way to change the default from code, not gonna lie. True! Actually, so true. You're actually right. It's probably easier to just change it from the code. Is there, though? Every day entropy increases in my apartment. That's a banger quote, by the way. That's a banger quote. That's a really good quote, okay? I think that's a really good one. Listen, sometimes I throw out like pretty fun stuff, okay? I'll take that. There we go. Sometimes you just have to do that. Where can you download Hytale's soundtrack, by the way? Pretty sure they have it on their website. But where? Let me double check. Media. Videos? Concept art? I sent you a link. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think they have it like officially. Which is really like that's so cool. Also, by the way, they said it is usable in streams, in YouTube videos, all of that. Completely done. You're a pretty funny guy, a goofy little goober, if I do say so myself. Really, Cloudy WD? Really? You think that I'm a little bit of a goofy guy? A little bit of a goober? Sometimes, okay? Sometimes I might be. Okay? Try my best. But with 26.3 degrees Celsius, it's really... And also, I'm already, you know, I wonder if they would be mad if they used their soundtrack for a Minecraft mod. Well, I think that if you use it inside, I don't think that that's going to be a good idea. But imagine if Nintendo would do that. Listen, I said it last time, right? The guy who made the 3D animations for, like, David Attenborough style Pokemon animations, just hire the guy. But no. What do you mean inside? As in, if you made a Minecraft mod and you used it inside of the Minecraft mod, like you took the file and you made it into an OGG file and then you added it to Minecraft, I feel like they may or may not have an issue with it because there's also not a defined license for it. So I'm not quite sure. So I wouldn't do it, is what I would say. I wouldn't do it. But also to say Nintendo again, like, it's just stupid. Did you answer my question? No. Imagine what you want to create a Minecraft mod. So you want to create a Minecraft mod. What do you do before you start coding? You make a plan, study source code or something. Could you please tell me? Help. So, obviously you do also need a plan on what you want to do. But the most important thing is knowing Java, right? So if you know Java, then you're already in like the top 20% of people who want to make a mod. That's a really good smart choice. So if you know Java, let's go. If you don't, 100%, you should jump in and learn Java first, and then just try stuff. I think that as your first mod, doesn't really matter what it is. I think this goes for everything. Your first project should be a really small one. It should be really something that you can probably finish in a weekend as a beginner, right? That's what I think you should aim for. You should aim for something really, really small, because the issue is just that you will underestimate. So first of all, even really talented people way overestimate on how long things are going to take. Genuine. Everyone. So as a beginner, you are so far removed from what you know, how long things are going to take, that you don't know anything. So if you're like, I want to add an item and a block and a tool, okay? And that's it. You're like, that's nothing. Yeah, but learn that first. Go through it, and you can learn that in a weekend, in my opinion. Easy enough. And then boom. You mean underestimate? No, like overestimate. They overestimate how short... You know what I mean. What's Java? Isn't that just coffee? Yeah, exactly. Learn Java from Kaupenjoe's Java course. Of course. But yeah. Kind of. Maybe underestimate. I don't know what you mean. Well, you know what I mean. They underestimate how long it takes. Yeah, you're right. I expected to make a working base for Orbitech in the first week and release it, and it's been 4 months now since release, and I haven't released it. Listen, it's 26.4 degrees. Don't at me, brother. I know what overestimate and underestimate means, Kapitan. Don't think I don't. I know what it means. Hello, Sensei Kaupen. Hello. It's Weeple. It is indeed. Hello. I know what those words mean, okay? It's just, it's too hot. It's too warm. I actually, like, it's actually fucking, it's genuinely, it's fucking with my mental. I'm not gonna lie. It actually is fucking with my mental. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I'm just slow today. Of course I'm gonna try to excuse myself with the heat. What are you talking about, bro? Of course I will. It's like, it's ridiculous to not even try that. Why wouldn't I? It's probably hotter in here than where you are. Okay. And are you wearing a freaking banger ass flamingo covered thing that's also warm, making you warmer? What temperature is it? Right now where I'm at, it's like 30 degrees. So that's great. And in my room, it's 26.4. Day before yesterday was cold, and yesterday it was warm, and today is blazing hot. I live in Ireland. Nice! No, because I'm not crazy. Oh, frick you. Frick you. Frick you. What did WD make? Alchemy mod? Did he do the alchemy mod? Because he has 18 mods going on right now. Are you in F or in C? Well, obviously, when he says that he's 26, then he's in C, right? If it's 26F, how would that even make sense, okay? That would literally be freezing temperatures. Not only freezing temperatures, but also, where on the world is that a thing? Got pretty much the entire potion craft API done. Jesus. Also drew some pretty cool flasks. Let me send you. Nice. Nice. Yes, alchemy mod and it's fire. Nice. Yo, those look really cool. What? I really like that. Holy schmoly. Send those to Nano. I think he's gonna say, he's gonna be like, you don't need an artist anymore. Is what he's gonna say. Last time we got this hot was 2004. It's a cold country. I mean, I guess it also depends on exactly where in Ireland, right? I mean, it's not like... Surely there's a difference between, like, living in Dublin and living on the, like, west coast, right? Pretty sure. At least a little bit. He had an artist for these textures. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. But he said also drew some pretty cool flasks. What? In Canada, 26F is warm enough to go running in shorts. Oh, come on. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that. Java is an okay language. What usually puts me off is the ecosystem. How the frick do people understand Gradle? It feels convoluted. Do you have suggestions? Well, theoretically, you could use Maven as well. Like, that's also a thing that could work. But I don't know. I used an asset pack and I had a base for the color palette and how to draw transparency. All right, fair enough. That's fine. It's okay. As long as they're not stolen, it's good. Maven is hard, Sag. I don't know. I mean, I just chill. I just let Gradle and Maven do whatever they do, you know? I just let them do whatever they do. I'm not too picky on that. How do I get the world gen in Hytale for NPC path nodes? I don't understand the question, thus I can't answer them. Maybe Pacific Byte has an answer for that question. In Canada, people wear shorts in winter. Do you prefer Gradle or Maven? Well, because basically everything in Minecraft and now Hytale modding is pretty much done in Gradle. It's Gradle for me. What? Someone asks, how do I get the world gen ID'd in Hytale for NPC path nodes by Cryptid Phantom? I don't even understand the question. So maybe you do. Oh, I love how I'm just deferring. Pacific Byte, take this question. In a second, we'll have a question about custom instances. MK Outlaw can take that one. Go for it. You know, it's just that this is the smart play right here. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Oh man, that's ridiculous. That's kind of crazy. Maven is faster, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that. Ooh, okay. That's different though. Nah, you're good. That's different. I feel like those are not the same. I think on pixel art, it gets really, really rough, right? Because like at what point is pixel art just copying something versus you're just changing a couple of pixels and it's different? Like, because let's say you draw a heart in pixel art. Every heart in pixel art is going to look very similar. Let's say they're all 16 by 16. I feel like there's not that many variations of hearts you can do, right? So, I don't know. One of your tags says not a furry. I don't believe it with the amount of times you wore cat ears. This is slanderous. This is slanderous. What do you mean? Do I have to bring up the furry scale again? Do I need to do this? Every single time, okay? It's just like, it's not right. It's not right, guys. You don't understand anything over here, okay? Okay. The furry scale states unequivocally, okay? Can you see this? This is the furry line, okay? Anything to the left of it, that is not furry. Anything right of it, that is furry. That's why it's called the furry line, right? And you see a human being is obviously a human being, okay? Neko is human structures with some animal, but it's basically just a human with a tail and ears, not furry. Now, as soon as you get like, you know, claws over here and like some stuff, and maybe the nose changes, that is borderline furry. And now you get into furry. And at some point, if you're here, then you've lost it all. At that point, you might be called Shane Dawson, but that's not, you know, that's neither here nor there. But yeah. I tab 1 second and I see a furry chart appear. Listen, I have to defend myself, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm disturbed by this image. This is not, there's no disturbance over here, okay? There's just education, okay? I'm an educational YouTuber. I have to educate the people because they are wrong. The shapes are usually the same. But there's a lot you can do with shading and style in regards to pixel art. I do agree. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah, that's right. But still, though, sometimes I think it's like a hard thing to do that. Devolving. No. Yeah, educating the dumb people. I would never say that such a thing. Okay. At the end of the day, if you don't know something, that has nothing to do with being dumb. It has to do with you not knowing that specific thing, right? I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. Like, what else? Like, there's nothing else to say about it, right? Like, if you were never taught. So one thing, for example, people making fun of others for not being able to pronounce certain words because they've ever only read it, they never heard it. It's like, that's you're just showing your own ignorance at that point. Because it's like, okay, if you never heard how a word is said, sometimes that you don't know how that's pronounced, specifically in English. Because English is freaking crazy with its pronunciations. You know? Da 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 da. Joe's saying that. Meanwhile, German law says not knowing does not prevent punishment. Those are, well, okay. So I think those are two separate things. Number one, I think that is kind of stupid sometimes. Like, I understand that not knowing the law is not a defense for to like prevent punishment. At the same time, it's like kind of funny because there's so many laws that it's like that's also not only German law. That's also correct. That's like, I think that's like just literally every single one, every single law system out there. But I don't know. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say this out loud. Why not? I'm German. Hello? I'm German. We have words like wait, what is it? Donau Dampfschifffahrtskapitäns Elektrizitäten Versicherung? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You can put whatever words you want on there. Actually. If you're like honest. Also reading it is a little bit easier than coming up with it on your off the rip. I watched your tutorial on lambda expressions. Do you know why they are where they are called that way? No, I mean they just, I don't know. I actually don't know why they're called that. Donau Dampfschiffe. Wait, that's not right. Oh, Kajütentürangel. Oh, interesting. I never heard about that one. I didn't know that the Kapitän had a Kajütentürangel. Well, the issue is Barbaras Rababa Barbaren. Hmm? I know Barbara Rababa. I know that one. Pretty good. Why they called Lumba? Time for the rabbit hole. Oh, go for it. Maybe I haven't used that though. Oh, there we go. That's the Gen ID. Wow! Pacific Byte actually coming through. Holy schmoly. English is basically Latin, French, and German and Greek combined. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's not even. It's from lambda calculus. Ah, well there you go. See, I didn't know that. Am I dumb now because I didn't know why it's called lambda expressions? I don't know. But I like, if you don't know, you don't know. What I just like, what I don't understand is like people being so damn have their ego caught up so damn much in knowing stuff that they can't allow themselves to be like, I didn't know that. Like that's, I don't get that. What does this mean? Rindfleisch-Etikettierungs-Überwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. So this word right here, wait, where is it? This word right here, that is the law for the surveillance of how meat, and specifically the meat of cows, which is called beef, how that beef is labeled. That is what that is called. Dumb is who is not willing to learn. Bing, 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 bing. Exactly. That's exactly right. Okay? That's what I mean. Do you know a bit of Dutch? Dank u wel. There's also a... I don't know if I can say that. Beef labeling, supervision duties, delegation law. Yeah, there you go. That's what I mean, right? That's what I said. I'm trying to not make dumb question, but I'm not afraid of being wrong when asking something, you know? Wait. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just, you know. It's a method to mathematically formalize functions as variables, parameters. Yeah, that is correct. What is lambda calculus? Don't check DMs during stream, focus up. Listen, my focus is gone since it got 26 degrees, okay? After that, I don't even know what to tell you, okay? I don't know what to tell you anymore. Wait, there's this, okay, so they're, wait, we have a couple of Dutch people in chat, right? We have a couple of Dutch people in chat. Let me see. This is, so, Dutch people in chat. Okay? If I were to say, try to translate into Dutch, choose my most beautiful side. Okay?
Choose my most beautiful side.
So if I say that, how would you say that in Dutch? Because what Google comes up with is this.
Kies mijn mooiste kant.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh shit, they actually do it. Yeah, there we go. That's Oh man, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Oh man. That's Oh, I love this. I love these ones. These are so funny. These are so funny. And two people actually coming in and knowing exactly what it is. Now, there's another one. I don't know if you heard about this one. So the other one, maybe there's some French speakers in here. Parlez-vous français? Mon ami? Ça va? Bienvenue? A seal pushed me.
A seal pushed me.
In French.
Un phoque m'a poussé.
That's so stupid, man. It's actually so stupid. I love the fact that these things exist, okay? This is so funny. That's so funny to me. Oh. I just found out Wikipedia translates calculus into calcul. Really? Bro. Lol. It's really good. Omelette du fromage. Oui, je parle français. Well, there you go, right? I mean, it's just, it's so stupid. It's like, those ones are really fun to me. Those ones are really fun to me. Because it's just, I don't think that there's anything that exists like that in German. At least not that I know of. Can you pronounce this word? I love early 2000s humor. It's really interesting because you get these things coming back all the time, you know? Yeah, because German is not real. You're right. You're right on that one. I first of all have to look up what that even is. Okay. Translate. You want me to pronounce? Wait. Yeah. Gasanslütung. Slieting. Gasanschluss. It's a Gasanschluss. Gas connection. So in German it would be Gasanschluss. But then in freaking Dutch you get Gasanschlussing. But I'm pretty sure that it's not pronounced sluting because I'm pretty sure you don't write actually what you have to say. Listen, only Bielefeld doesn't exist, okay? Germany exists.
Gasaansluiting. Gasaansluiting.
See that? What do I say?
Gasaansluiting.
Why do you write it with a G if you pronounce it Gasaansluiting? Why do you put a G in there if it's pronounced like a ch? Break out the old calculator and write boobs. True. English is a Germanic language. Yeah. G is CH and CH is CH. Huh. I always say that it's like...
Chante.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. What I always... when I hear Dutch... It's literally just German and English gibberish put together. That's like how my ears hear it. It's very strange to me. Like it's a very, very strange sensation, to be honest with you. But I like it. I like it. I like the Dutch people. They're good people. There we go. There we have it. Dutch people love J. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. J is in every word. It's just like we love our umlauts, you know? When you get I, U, U, U. Wait, where is it? U. You know, and then you just lose it. It's just over. It's done. You just can't do anything anymore. Escargot. And EU. Oh, and also scharf is S. This guy. This guy no one knows about. Everyone's just like, why do you have this weird B? Now, why do you have this weird B? And I'm like, it's not a B. Always looks like a guy screaming with a big mouth. You know, the thing about it is that because I am so used to it being an actual letter of the language, I'm unable to see it. What is the actual point of Biertreffen in the Discord? It's just a funny idea that I have a channel where you're only allowed to speak German in, you know? Because why not? I thought that was funny. It's a B with a giant underline underneath. Just trying to be unique for unique's sake. You're not quirky. Let it go, Germans. Listen, okay? I'm not gonna... I won't stoop to your level, WD, okay? Because if I did... People from the... Oh my god, that's actually really nice. You would not like it. Wasn't there a, didn't they do a, didn't they show that fanning yourself is actually heating you up more than it's cooling you down? At a specific temperature and moisture level? I swear to god that was something like that. Did Mythbusters do that? No shot. That would be interesting. In Catalan, we have U, E. Oh my gosh, you also have an E like that. Oh darn, work, missed your stream again. QP Tech. Oh wait, you have a... Okay. I was about to say it's Memorial Day, because I heard that, but then I saw that you have a... you have the maple leaf as your literal picture, basically signifying you're 100% Canadian, right? So... that makes a lot of sense. That's the thing. Yeah. I've gathered that much. Okay, I've gathered that much. Okay, you know, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. There you go. Portuguese has a C with a stick at the end, and then an O going up, and an O going down, and an A going up, and an A going down. And an E going up, and an E going down, and an I going up, and an I going down. Jesus. Really? Are they pronounced the same way as in French? So where you say like ah and ah when it's like going up and going down, and then you say o, e, 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 e. Is that like how you do it? And then how do you pronounce the C? Is that like that's like a sh? Is that like a sh sound? Irish has those too. We aren't that unique. Kind of crazy, man. We had last Monday off. Like a good Commonwealth country. Ah, I see. Maple Leaf. There it is. True. Oh, true. Forgot we also have the C with a stick at the bottom. Kind of crazy. I don't like it. I like it. It's kind of crazy. Ask me about... It's the same as double S. Ah. That's why no one speaks Irish and only learns French, Spanish, or German as a secondary language. Fair enough. That's kind of fair. Sorry, it's hot again. My brain's not braining. What do I want to ask? Nothing. The accent means it's the dominant syllable. Not Hytale related, but have you seen the Minecraft bulb entity leak? No, actually. I don't really follow Oh, interesting. I haven't, no. Leak. I don't know. Could be for Dungeons 2. Oh, it's 100% for Dungeons 2, isn't it? Listen, there's a 0% chance that any of this is for, there's zero, yeah, when it literally says Dungeons 2 ornament, doesn't it? I don't know if I care about that. I mean, not that I don't care about it, but like, I don't know if I care about Dungeons 2, if that makes sense. It's just like, Kaupenjoe. Let's not do that one. Okay, well, QP Tech. Hello? Do you have any questions that you want to that I should refer to the Hytale Devs? Okay, this is your last chance over here. Okay. Because I'm talking to them tomorrow. We have like a slight sort of no, not slight. We have an interview with them. Nothing streamed or nothing recorded, but like the answers are gonna be there. Can I have prefab spawning block? Well, I don't know. I went to eat for a time. Did you answer my question? I did. I just don't remember when exactly. It's been a while, sadly. So, right? I give you the stage, and the best you can come up with is I has prefab spawning block. Unbelievable, unbelievable. My PC will be checked for safety tomorrow because German safety concerns. I'm going to be... Okay, interesting. I don't play Hytale, but if you can you ask them how they're doing? Wow. That's crazy. When will Hytale and Minecraft collab? Ah! Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. And I have microblock chiseling. Okay, I think I can make that again. I think I can like word that into a question that's interesting. Could the block system or the asset system or the whatever system, is it flexible enough to maybe in the future allow something for micro block chiseling to be made, or is that out of the scope? Is there any video on commands in Hytale? I think there are, not on my channel. No, I actually do have one. I don't know how well it works anymore in the current version though, but I do have one. Using an... Wait, do I not? Am I insane? Have I lost my mind? Did I not do a command? I thought that the first one is with a command. Listen, I don't know anymore. I've gone off the deep end, okay? I could probably bring a A-tier vintage story builders over to Hytale with that. Okay. There's a 255 node limit. Maybe that can go against the chiseling. Right. I have to ask about that damn node limit, okay? Node limit. Because that's like a thing that I've heard multiple people say this is like one of their biggest sort of roadblocks for really cool stuff they want to do. That limit needs to be gone. Yeah. I'll see into that. I'll see into that. To push for something like that. Or just ask at the very least, you know. I have another question from Minecraft. How can I make a structure bigger than 48 by 48 by 48? You need to use jigsaw blocks and connect the structures together. Vintage story goes to 16 by 16 by 16, but 8 by 8 by 8 would even be plenty. That's true. 8 by 8 by 8, let me see. Yeah, I could see that. Is there a tutorial for it? I have a jigsaw tutorial on YouTube. Yes, it should still work. Other than that, you can also use the following. Let me see. The front. I'll send a link. This is a really good This is a really good website, or like a GitHub repository that includes some explanations on how this stuff works. I keep running into the deprecated prefab spawning block, and then I'm sad. Hi, my English isn't great, but I wanted to ask, when are the developers going to focus on building mechanics and proper models? I feel like most of the remaining player base right now consists of builders, and many are frustrated that a lot of simple building bugs are completely ignored. Really good question. One thing, because I am not really a builder in that sense, I guess. Let me, no, this is this one. I'm not really a builder in that sense. What are sort of the really big building bugs that are sort of, or an issue? If you have any at hand. Even 1/8 block chiseling would be huge. I can get that in there. You know, maybe not that they would provide it, but just that if they think that it would allow the flexibility, right? To be honest, at least in creative mode, Hytale building tools are S rank. Sure. Imagine, oh, there it is again. Oh, you want to create a Minecraft mod? What do? You can make a plan, but the first thing you want to do is learn Java. So you want to have a level of Java that is that allows you to easily understand other mods as well as the Minecraft source code, and then you should try to do something that you can do in a weekend. A very, very small thing. Add an item, add a tool, add a block. That's it. And actually learn that and learn exactly how that works. And once you're able to implement all three of these things without looking at a single other thing, you have a blank project. And you can set it up without looking at a tutorial, without looking at anything else. And you can add an item, and you can add a block, and you can add a custom tool. And if you can do those things without looking at any reference point whatsoever, then you can mod. That's where you have to get to. Janky models, gaps, and textures. Okay. What soundtrack is this? This is Hytale. This is a Hytale soundtrack. What is this? Okay, that's fine. If you use the selection tool, move tool to rotate a structure that contains cobblestone, you get backwards cobblestone that can't be created any other way. Oh, that's kind of fun. Hytale music is also S rank. Bro, I'm telling you, Oscar is just, I mean, what in the hell, right? He's great. Can't do that without reference. I just copy my classes from other projects. I understand. I do that as well. The point is that if you're an absolute beginner, you have to learn it once without being able to copy everything over. Okay? That's what I mean. We're way past that stage, WD. You're way past that stage. Like, it's just not, you know, it's not a thing. Well, you said that the only after that you can code. I already reported this bug, but I wonder if it's an intentional thing. Large models squish themselves. Interesting. One big building bug, use a tool, do an op, switch tools and some stuff, and then undoing might undo the first tool. Okay. Use a tool, do an op, It's an operation. Switch tools, do an operation, then undoing might undo the first tool. So the undoing stack is wrong, I guess. For some reason. Interesting. Huh. Many decorative blocks still can't be crafted. I think that has more to do with the fact that they're really focusing on baseline sort of baseline technical things in the background instead of the content. Here's hoping that when chapter 1 releases, when they have like loads of content in there, that's gonna happen. Interesting. I'll do a revolve, go cut and paste some brushes, undo the paste, but instead it undoes the revolve tool. Huh. And that is while you have the brush selected. So it's not like, so the undo is not based tool based, but it's like it's a global undo stack. While I'm in the paste tool, yes, interesting. Okay. Because I would have understood it if it was like must be a stack. Well, it probably should be a stack, right? Like that's, I would imagine it's a stack. I guess we could. Let me double check. That is gonna be. What would this be? Creative tool. There's what is the class? Paste tool, I think is yeah. Paste tool util. Switch to paste tool. Undo. Let's see if I can find an undo. Undo. Undoable edit. Nope. Builder tool. The undo action. Undo action. Simple undo action. Undo action. Not get builder tools. Plugin action. Registry put. Simple undo action translation key. I should see if it's consistently repeatable. Yeah, 100%. If you can make it, if you can find something where it's like easily repeatable, that would be great. Undo action, registry. Register. Never gets cold. Never gets cold. This one? Oh, this one does. Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I need. Registry. Undo action registry. Okay. Simple undo action. Okay, that's fair. Undo action. Action in builder tools plugin. Undo action. Okay. Push history. Undo action. Snapshot. If action is not update selection and user data is recording selection history, could it be that the selection history is not being recorded for some reason? That seems very strange, isn't it? Like that seems like a very strange one. Set record. Surely that's not like just being like not set. Right lock. Builder tools, action entry, action entry, set cumulative rod before, NQ. Yeah, so undo is definitely a, okay. It's actually an object array FIFO queue. It's not a stack, okay? Who said that it was a stack? It's, of course, an object array FIFO queue. Okay. Hope you understand that. Yeah. It's just a fast util class. That makes sense. The biggest issue, keybinds get lost when you go into pre-release and or back. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I know. I don't know if that's actually now fixable, MK Outlaw, because I think now that they have the split folders for pre-release and release, I don't know if that's going to be easily, if there's like a global thing that they can do. In your Fabric or NeoForge modding course, do you teach modding live or are the lessons pre-recorded videos? They are pre-recorded videos. They are pre-recorded videos in the courses. They are in style similar to the tutorials, but they are different videos. They are completely unique videos. They usually contain more advanced topics. So depending on where you're at, if you're a beginner, I usually recommend the tutorials on YouTube instead of the courses, because sometimes people imagine modding quite differently from what it actually is. So just keep that in mind. That is a thing to remember. But yeah. Yeah, QP Tech, if you can get me a select and use revolve tool. It does okay. So that actually does work. Nice. Okay, repeatable bug. Nice. Repeatable bug. Select, use the revolve tool. Shift Z. Undo. Nice stuff. Good. What are you making? We're not actually making anything. We're not actually making anything. I'm collecting. I'm collecting questions from the audience to ask the Hytale Devs, because I will be talking to 3 of the Hytale Devs tomorrow. And that's gonna be an interesting thing. That's gonna be quite interesting to see. We're gonna be talking to them, asking some questions, and we'll see. We'll see what we get there. Probably going to be, like I said, we'll have a, I don't know what Neil plans to do, but probably going to be a written thing on Hytale modding. We're probably going to have a, we're going to talk about it in the workshop, no, not workshop, the freaking town hall that we're going to have, and on Thursday. So that's going to be quite interesting. We're going to see. It's going to be quite interesting. Cool stuff for sure. And now I have reached my limit because it's 26.3 again, and I'm just gone. Will slabs in WorldGen V2 to smooth out? Will be slabs in WorldGen V2. Can you not use slabs right now in WorldGen V2? Is that a thing? Like, can you not do that? I mean, maybe if you have like some like, I mean, I guess that would make sense to be able to do that. Or do you mean like, okay, I understand. Do you mean that it naturally uses them? Yeah. I think I know what you mean. It'll be an interesting thing, actually. Yeah, in original terrain. So that it like, instead of just, yeah, I see. I think the algorithm for that would make it really, really rough. Like, I think it would make it really hard to do that. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Maybe. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I swear to God, it's so freaking warm over here. Look at this, okay? You want to see how warm it is? Like, let's see. Wipe the sweat off. It's not actually that bad. It is much less. It's much less though. It's a real rough one today. It's a real rough one. Oh boy. Hello. Oh no. This is always the worst thing. Have fun tomorrow, Joe. Yeah, 100%. I already did that with my with mod. I just need to cool original terrain. That's fair. Kaupenjoe hits the wet bulb temperature live on stream. Listen, look at this shit, okay? I'm too sorry. Look at this. And it got down just a second over here. 26.4 was it in a second ago. It's too much, man. It's too much. Time to get the dying fan out of the loft for 1 week summer. Sadly, it's gonna be like we're gonna have like 2 weeks of this heat wave, and it's May, so I feel like we're gonna have a real rough summer over here in Germany, but it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna right now open my fridge, and I'm just gonna like jump into my fridge and just lay there, and then just chill. Here is the template for Hytale mods. There we go. And then we'll see. And yeah, we'll be back next. Warum habe ich das letzte Woche kein Stream am Montag? Because last week I was on vacation, I was on vacation during the weekend, and I returned at 11 p.m. on Sunday evening, and the entire Monday I was completely fried. I was done. So I'm very happy that I didn't schedule in a stream actually. So that's what happened. But yeah, we'll be back next week though. And that's probably, so that's the 1st of June. We'll probably also talk a little bit about the what happened like tomorrow in the interview and stuff. And yeah, maybe I don't know. That's pretty much it. Also, if anyone is interested, I did publish a new video on Kaupenjoe, on the Kaupenjoe channel. I'm just gonna post this here. You can maybe go onto that, and then we'll see. This is from last stream where I reviewed 10 of the Hytale mods, and that was a fun video. That's a fun video. Just a short cut over here, edit of that, but there you go. Anyway, guys, I would say hopefully next week it's not that warm, but I don't think that that's going to be the case, but we'll see. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of time over here, second monitor content, and until next time.